Now that we have discussed the types of stressors we confront in our lives, we will examine the impact of these stressors and how they affect us physically, psychologically, and behaviorally. As we go through this, I encourage each of you to begin thinking about how this applies to you. What are your signs that show that you are stressed? How do you know it's happening? Many students experience their stress physically. Our minds and bodies are very interlinked with one another, and so it is not uncommon for one of the first indicators of stress to be a physical stress reaction. These physical reactions can include changes in the body, such as changes in weight, sleep patterns, and sex drive. Additionally, students may notice more muscle tension as if they are physically carrying the stress with them. Tension in the neck, shoulders, and back areas are common. Other common physical stress reactions include headaches or increased pain sensitivity, digestive problems, fatigue, and decreased immunity, which leads to increased periods of illness. In addition to physical reactions, another common group of stress reactions is psychological. Our stress has an impact on us psychologically and emotionally. Students may notice that during high periods of stress, they experience anxiety or intense worry. They may worry more often about grades, relationships, health, among other things. Additionally, students may notice that their mood is more down and they feel in a rut with experiences of sadness or possibly depression. On the other side, students may notice that they are more irritable and more quick to anger. Things that typically roll right off their shoulders now are making them frustrated. Psychological stress reactions can also include feeling more bored or apathetic with life. Things that previously a student enjoyed doing, like reading, painting, or playing sports, may now not give any sense of excitement and enjoyment to the student. Stressors can also impact the way our thoughts function. During high periods of stress, we may be more forgetful of both small things like forgetting our keys to larger things like forgetting an important meeting that was scheduled. We may also struggle more with focus and concentration, which can impact academic performance. And finally, some students may experience more negative or pessimistic thinking when under a significant amount of stress. This thinking may include negative self-talk or even suicidal thoughts. And though suicidal thoughts are more common than most students think, they should always be taken seriously. And it is encouraged that a student seek out some form of support at that time. Behavioral stress reactions are also common. When a student is experiencing a high level of stress, it is common for the student to notice changes in their behaviors. For instance, in order to cope with this stress, a student may begin to isolate themselves from others or utilize alcohol and other drugs. Students may also notice frequent crying spells or disturbances in eating and sleep. It can also be common for students to notice lowered productivity with respect to academic work as well as other responsibilities. Given the many ways that stress affects us, as previously discussed, our minds and bodies tend to become less efficient overall. Now that we have discussed the different ways that stressors can impact us, we will revisit the individual coping plan that each of you began during the last module. As a reminder, we want you to tailor this plan to your own unique needs so that it can help you increase awareness of your stressors and how to address them. In the second part of this coping plan, we want you to write down some signs of stress reactions that you have displayed as a result of stressors you identified previously. Remember to consider physical, psychological, and behavioral stress reactions. And I encourage you to identify at least 5 of these stress reactions with at least 1 from each category that we discussed that you foresee potentially manifesting this semester.